Good afternoon. My name is Larry Klayman. You know me as the founder of both Judicial Watch and now Freedom Watch. I'm a former federal prosecutor, but for many years, and I still am to some extent, I was an international lawyer. I speak French, Italian, some Spanish, and some people even think English. I have a lot of international experience, and I remember after I left Duke University in 1973 and I took a job with Senator Dick Schweiker in Washington, D.C. He was a Republican from Pennsylvania. It was during the Watergate years. I would sometimes open the mail. I was a little gopher at that time. And I saw these letters, "Get us out of the UN," meaning get the United States out of the UN. This has been a concept that's been going on for a very long time. Years later, when I ran for the U.S. Senate in Florida, I appeared before the Tampa Bay Republican Club and advocated getting the United States out of the UN. It was something that came up in the course of the debate. People rose to their feet. Now we're facing this issue again, and President-elect Trump, soon to be president on January 20th, you can see my inaugural jacket here, proud to wear it, looking forward to the Trump administration given what we've experienced particularly in the last 8 years. We've seen that the American people now are about ready to actually do it, to get the United States out of the United Nations. Because what we've seen in recent years are UN Secretary Generals that are highly corrupt, people like Kofi Annan and others. And if they're not corrupt, their families are corrupt, taking bribes and all kinds of things from various different special interests. We've seen a United Nations which has become, in effect, a harbor for terrorist groups and terrorists to infiltrate through sending diplomatic representatives to New York. It's actually a security threat to the United States. And we've seen how vehemently anti-Semitic and anti-Israel it is, most recently prodded by the anti-Semitic Barack Hussein Obama, someone who is half Muslim but thinks and acts as if he's totally Muslim, that the Jews and the Christians have now lost their holy places, according to the United Nations, in East Jerusalem. That's the place where Jesus was crucified and resurrected, and it's the Holy Mount for the Jews, among many other places. So now is the time to finally remove the United States from the United Nations. Not just simply cut funding, but to actually get us out, because the organization accomplishes nothing. In fact, anything it accomplishes is extremely negative. So we look to work with the Trump administration on removing the United States from the United Nations. We, of course, are Freedom Watch, and we're interested in freedom, and we're interested in liberty. The United Nations hardly does either. It's time for the United States to get out. God bless you, God bless America, and let's get out of the UN.